Hi, I'm Anton, and welcome to this core-based flow. Again, it's a little bit spicy, working with the core in different and weird ways, working with the stability muscles, being off balance and a bit weird. Good luck, you're going to sweat, but have fun. So today we're going to work with the core. I think you see lots of people working the core in doing like crunches, sit-ups, and they're really powering into it, just working the front of their body. And I think it's great to work the core using stability and playing with reflexive movement. So we want the core to be reactive. But before all that core stuff, we're going to lie down. Love a lie down personally. So we're going to start there. When you're ready, just ease yourself to the ground. This feels so good, guys. I might just stay here. Ignore me. But we're going to start with the breath. We just want to settle in. So we can place the left hand on the heart, right on the tummy, closing the eyes or having a soft gaze. And just begin to notice your breath. Now, for you, the breath might be high and tight in the chest, especially if you're a busy person and you're rushing around in life. Or maybe you're that girl that is taking a slow, sweet morning, has a coffee, walks the dog. I don't have a dog, but imagine it's your life. It's perfect. It's slow. It's sweet. The breath might be slower and in the belly. Notice what your breath is doing today. Noticing how the breath goes down the nose, down the throat, filling the lungs, and just noticing what moves in the body. How the air is slightly cooler as we inhale, and slightly warmer as we exhale. This would be a perfect time for you to set an intention. Could be anything. I am is enough. Or I am strong, I am powerful, I'm an absolute baddie. I am that person. I'm successful. Whatever your I am is, allow it to settle and sink into your body. We're going to take a few breaths together. So as you inhale, allow the belly to rise, the ribs to expand, the chest to inflate. Take a second inhalation, really fill up the lungs. Hold at the top, and then releasing through the mouth. I'm going to do that again. Big breath in, filling the front body, the side body, the back body. And take a second inhalation. Keep breathing until you can't anymore, and hold at the top for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the breath. Lovely. I'm going to start moving now. Begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then we're going to reach the arms overhead, maybe opening the eyes, or maybe not. I want you to point the toes away and really flare through the ribs. So you're really arching the back. Low back comes away from the ground. We're going to tuck the pelvis and smush the low back against the ground like we're crushing a grape or a peach underneath our spine. Really press down through the heel. And then inhale, reach away, point the toes, flare through the ribs. And then exhale, tuck, smush the low back down. So essentially we're doing a cat-cow, but on the ground. It just feels a little bit yummier. Inhale, reaching away. Flaring, pointing, arching, and then exhale, tuck. So you can exhale, really keep smushing down, squashing the spine towards the mat. One last inhale, reach and flare. Then exhale, tuck. Relax here. And then we're going to bring both knees towards the chest, gently rocking across the low back. Really squeeze the knees in, give yourself a big hug. Maybe no one hugs you. Hug yourself. Now we're going to start working with the core. Again, be gentle with yourself. We want the low back flush with the mat the entire time. So if it's too much, you can always stop at any point, okay? And maybe you kind of digress the level, okay? We're going to bring the nose towards the knees towards the nose, kind of open to a little ball. Maybe you stay here, or we're going to try reaching the arms overhead. Now we're going to work for a hollow body shape. We can either stay in this position or send the knees forward slightly. Knees start beyond the hips. Now, this could be where you stay. Or you take it a little further, squeezing the inner thighs together, breathing, crying, whatever you want. For 3, 2, and 1, hug the knees in. Whew. It is hard to talk and do that, guys, but you got this. We're going to take it a little further, but we're going to grab our blocks, okay? So if you have a block or a book or anything nearby, or a cute little block, like so, you're going to grab your block. Okay, we only need one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our left knee in, we're going to bring our right elbow in, and we're going to squeeze the block. Doesn't matter what the right leg is doing, it's not important at the moment. We just want to get that squeeze and the push of the block. Again, you'll feel a bit of activation here, and that could be enough for you. Or you can add a little more spice to it, a little bit more flavor. Maybe right foot reaches away, maybe left arm reaches away. Try and crush that block for dear life. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Grab the block and think, oh, God, that was a lot. We're just going to do the other side because we have 2 limbs. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Equal bodies, guys. So this time, right hand, right leg, right elbow. Again, you want to get that kind of position. It can be difficult to even do this at first, but we really want to bring that knee in, bring your elbow in, and then we're squeezing everything in here. It could be enough just to stay like this, okay? You don't have to go further. But if you want to, maybe you lift the chest, shoulders off the ground, maybe sending your left leg away. Maybe right arm away, overhead. Again, crushing the block as much as you can for 3, for 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, maybe hug your block, maybe hug your cat. Whatever you want to hold on to. Maybe you just pat the tummy and think, oh, that was a lot. Now, we're going to come to a boat pose, but we're going to use the block with us along the way. We're going to take the block, place it between the inner thighs. Again, depending on the setting of the block, you can have it this way or long ways. I find the wider the block, the more you can kind of engage and squeeze. So we're going to come to a holly body. Who's Holly? Who knows? You're going to come to your hollow body, but focus on squeezing the block. From here, you can pull the knees in, bring your nose towards your knees. This time, reach your hands to the end of the yoga mat, lifting your chest. Really crush that block for dear life. Send your legs away. We're squeezing for 3, for 2, and then on 1, we're going to bring knees and chest together, slowly rising up. Oh, that might be a struggle. You can always use your hands to help you up. Bringing the feet to the ground just for a moment, but we're going to keep the block there. We're going to work with it about pose 3 times. The focus is crushing the block, working with the pelvic floor and the strength of the inner thighs. Now, if you do yoga a lot, we tend to not wear the inner thighs. There's not many poses that we engage the inner thighs. So here is one. When you're ready, you're going to begin to lift the chest. Again, if you really struggle with the core, you can have the hands behind you. You're going to lift both feet. Right now, we're just holding the block in place, but hands come in front of you. Take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, I want you to crush the block as tightly as you can. Keep squeezing it until you can't breathe out anymore. And then as you inhale, you're going to relax, but not drop the block. Okay, you'll feel the pelvic floor turn off, core turn off slightly. Okay, we've got this 2 more times. Big breath in. Then as you exhale, squeeze the block for 3, for 2. And then relaxing, but don't drop the block. Last one, squeeze. And then release and be like, oh, that was a lot. But give yourself a thumbs up because you did it, okay? We are going to come to all 4s. We can do this in 2 ways. I'm going to show you one way and then another, and you pick which one that you prefer and which one you enjoy. For each body, it will be different. So we're going to come to all 4s, but we're going to have 2 blocks this time. So we're going to do left side and right side. We'll do it twice so you can pick your poison. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. 1 block will be underneath the left hand. 1 block will be underneath the right knee. Hands will come down. And then we're going to try and lift the right foot off the ground. So we're just balancing this right foot off the ground. And then maybe lifting the left knee. Push down for your left hand. Maybe you come into right fingertips. Maybe your right hand lifts. Maybe you're like, whoa, this is a lot because you're working your stability muscle, serratus, your abdominals. And you're just working here. Or we can take it a bit further, maybe reaching right hand back, left leg back. Again, this could be enough for you. Or elbow and knee come together, squeezing in. And then 1 more reaching back. Lovely. You got this. I'm saying this for me, not just for you. Elbow and knee come together. Lovely. Right hand comes down, lower the knees, and you can just chuck those blocks away and be like, you are mean, okay? And you'll put them to the side. Again, if you want to repeat, I'm going to do it without on this side. You can continue using the blocks. Both invite stability, but depending on what you have around you, it's up to you, okay? So we're going to do the same thing, this time tucking the toes, lifting the knees. And again, you can play with just lifting left hand, right foot. Again, this is enough. It actually might be a bit harder. Maybe reaching left hand back, right leg back. Whew, this is harder. Then as you exhale, elbow and knee come together. Ooh. And then you can settle and be like, oh, I need a moment before I do it 1 more time, okay? 1 more time, nice and strong in the legs, tuck in the toes, lift the knees. And then maybe you just try lifting left hand, right leg, sending it back. Elbow knee together. Lower down, lower the knees, and think, bloody hell. And just sit back and have a moment. Again, it's quite intense on the wrist, so you might want to circle or make fists with the hand and just make little circles. You can come to a child's pose. Again, rest is great. What we often forget in yoga classes or just practicing is to have a break. That is okay. You don't have to keep going for the gold. Again, circling, wrist flicks. We're going to do something similar in a plank. We're going to do each limb at a time, and we want to have a nice solid plank first, and then we'll work through that. So when you're ready, again, touching yourself is important in many, many ways. Hand underneath the shoulder, so again, you're making that connection. Knee underneath the hips. We're going to send the left leg back and then the right leg back. Again, I want you to imagine that block is in between your legs again. You're going to squeeze like you're crushing it, and a slight tuck of the pelvis. Pushing down through the hands like you don't like someone, and squeeze the elbows together. There are so many different ways to do a plank, but we're trying to be quite active, quite rounded, protracted here. Okay. Now, we want to take the feet slightly wider, so we have a little bit more of a wide base. And we're going to try reaching right hand forwards. Ooh, but without leaning too much to the left, we want to try and bring the weight over to the right. I like to reach the right hand a little bit more right. Right hand comes down, I sob a little bit, and then going to left side. Again, you will lean to the right, but that's okay. We want to try and keep the energy over to the left. Left hand comes down. We'll try right leg. Lovely. Left leg. Then have a moment. We're going to try doing both the arm and leg. Again, super strong. Take breaks. You can pick one. Do both. Don't have to do all the shapes. And it's just working. You can even just hold a plank. Okay. Again, we're working the core in a wobbly, unstable place. Okay, so when we're ready, coming to your plank again, pushing ground away, tucking pelvis. Maybe reaching right hand forwards, maybe sending left leg back. Maybe you wobble, maybe you fall. It's okay. If you want to be extra, elbow knee together. Right hand down, have a moment. Or go straight to the other side. Left hand forwards, right leg back. Elbow knee come together. Lower down, sit back on your heels, and really please rest. Take a breath or two here. Again, we've been on the hands, so maybe it might be quite nice to bring the hands by the feet, really round for the upper back, drawing your chin towards your chest. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lovely. Now we're going to come to our bellies, nice and easy. So slide to your belly. Now, with this, I really like to make sure that the hands are in a great place. So silly, but you can always think hands in line with your nipples. So again, for some of us, they might be really low or one higher than the other. Who knows? Find your nipples. Hands at either side of them. You're going to hug your elbows in and gently draw your elbows back. Again, hopefully there's no one to look at in the eye, but you're going to thrust your hips down. Maybe it's your cat. If it is your cat, don't do that. Okay. Draw your elbows back. I want you to think about double chin. So you're drawing your chin in, gently pressing the back of the head towards the ceiling. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull the hands back like you're trying to drag your chest through the arms. Working here. Breathing. And then coming back down. We want to be really active in the lower body. You can even imagine that block is between the legs again. We're going to come back there, but we're going to try lifting the arms. So from here, drawing elbows back, squeeze them together. Gently pushing your head back in space. Notice how I'm not lifting the chin too much. Now you're going to reach your right hand forwards like you're shaking someone's hand. You're like, well done, good job. Maybe reaching left leg away. Really squeezing your left glute. Pull back on the left shoulder. Keep the lift. Squeeze the left heel towards your bum. You're going to do 5 pulses of the right knee up towards the ceiling. Really squeeze that left heel in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower down. Stack the hands one on top of the other. Rest your forehead down and be like, ooh, booty pump. We want to be Kim Kardashian, but real. Again, that's not real. So maybe like, I don't know, J-Lo. Or just you. We all want a great butt, okay? Nice strong butt. We're going to go straight to the other side. Hands either side of your nipples. Hug the elbows in, draw the elbows back. Again, we want engagement down. So lots of people say thrust down, but I want you to think about lengthening the glutes or your bum cheeks down to the heels of the feet. So we have length in the spine more than a push down. Drawing back through the elbows, gently pressing the head back in space. This time, left hand forward, shaking an imaginary person's hand. Draw your elbows back. Maybe right leg lifts. Again, you can stay here, not add the booty pump, or squeeze right heel, right bum cheek. 5 pulses of the right knee up towards the ceiling. Really squeeze, right knee in. Lovely. Last one. Left hand comes down, lower down, and like, oh, I did it. I did it. Wiggle your bum side to side. Be soft in the pelvis. Lovely. So from there, we're going to take that further. We're going to take these movements into down dog. Okay, so tuck in the toes, hands to either side of your chest. Push the bum all the way down to the heels of the feet. And then sending your bum nice and high. Keep the knees bent at first. And then just find some movement, some wiggles around. Again, we want to be active in the lower body. So you want to think about pressing forearms towards the fingertips and squeezing the elbows towards one another. You can even think about external rotation. I like to think about armpits towards my face. And then we're going to try a little balance, opposite arm, opposite leg. So when you're ready, you're going to lift the right leg nice and high, really lifting from your right thigh and right glute. Maybe coming to left fingertips, maybe move them back one handprint, maybe another, really strong in this back leg. Maybe another. Maybe you stop here. Maybe you reach left hand all the way back. We're going to wobble for 3, for 2, and 1. Left hand comes down. Set the right foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee. Whew, we made it. Okay. From here, you're going to rise off the hands. Reach hands all the way up. Again, we want external rotation. So think armpits facing one another, turning your light bar. We're going to make a little side bend, twisty kind of action. So right hand comes to right bum cheek. No, this is left bum cheek. Right hand, left bum cheek. So you can either cop a feel, give it a squeeze, give it a slap, whatever you want to do here. But we want to think about rolling the right shoulder back. Maybe you take the journey a little further, walking right hand down the thigh, and lifting the left hand up and over towards the right. Again, you can take it further, keep creeping. But again, just because I'm doing it, you don't have to do it. You can just keep it up. Lifting the hand. Maybe you stay touching your bum. It probably feels great. Lovely. From here, hands come back up. Now, we're going to keep reaching left hand forward. So we're going to focus on that opposition. So left hand reaches forwards, right hand reaches back. Now, you're going to lift back knee. So pushing down through left toes and lifting back knee. Option to stay here, reaching right hand back, left hand forward, or keep shifting the weight forwards. Again, stay here, or you can turn this into a warrior 3. Firing up left thigh, begin to press down through right heel. Again, you can stay here or add that squeeze of left heel, left bum cheek. Lifting left knee nice and high. Maybe you're reaching for the back foot. Maybe you're able to take a hold. Maybe you don't, and that's cool. You're just working to reach towards the foot. Lift the back knee nice and high. Oh, you may wobble. Kicking the foot back. Back knee up, foot back. Back knee up, foot back. Maybe reaching left hand up. You're going to hold to your max for 3, for 2, and 1. Keep the legs squeezing in, hands come to the ground. Now again, I like to shuffle back a little bit so I have some space. Hands come to the ground. You can turn this either to a standing split or a strengthening practice. Maybe add a handstand. From here, you're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. Think about turning the armpits to face one another. You're going to come high on the toes, keep squeezing left heel up. Push the ground away. You're going to think right heel, right bum cheek. Maybe it's one little hop. Maybe take it further, pushing the ground away, shifting weight forward. Squeeze left heel in, right heel up. Ooh, maybe get airtime, maybe you fall out of it like I am about to now. We're going to go straight to the other side. Again, have rest, have moments, have breaks. Literally take a moment. So we'll do that together. Just sit down on your knees, or what I like to do is just, I've done it, we got this. So we're going to go straight to the other side, working with down dog, but we're just having a little lie down, okay? So you can either lay on your tummy, on your back, before we come straight to that down dog. Again, down dog is not a focus of getting the heels down to the ground. We want to focus on the spine and the strength of the front body, because we're technically inverted already, okay? So hands come either side of your nipples. Squeeze elbows in, tuck the toe, send your bum all the way down to the heels of the feet, and then lifting that booty nice and high. Again, knees can stay bent. You can play with wiggles, and we're working with the left side. So again, pushing the ground away. You can even think about sliding the mat forwards. Lifting left leg. Again, nice and strong in the left thigh, left glute. Right fingertips. Right hand moves back one handprint. Maybe another. Maybe you stop. Maybe right hand reaches all the way back. Ooh. Right hand comes down. Set the left foot in between your hands. Lower back knee down. Inhale, reaching hands all the way up. Again, we want external rotation. Again, if the shoulders feel tight, you can take them wider. We want to roll in. We want space in the back of the shoulders. Okay? Maybe you're lifting fingers a bit higher. Then left hand, right bum cheek. Again, grab, slap, pinch, whatever you want. It's your bum. Lifting a hand up nice and high. Again, you can stay here, rolling back through the left shoulder, or begin to creep the fingers down, 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 down. Right hand reaches up. Lovely. Inhale, reach both hands up. This time, we're going to lift the back knee here because it'll be a little bit easier, pushing down through right toes. Right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches back. Start shifting the weight forwards. Again, option to stay here, or keep leaning the weight forwards. Right thigh fires up, squeezing your right glute, strike the plant. Maybe bending right heel to right bum cheek. Maybe reaching for the foot. Maybe you can't reach, and that's cool. You're just actively working on squeezing heel to bum, lifting knee. Maybe you can grab hold. You're thinking kick knee up, foot back. Kick knee up, foot back. Maybe reaching hand up. Ooh, maybe you wobble. And that is cool. I think the opposition really helps here. And then you can fall out of it, whatever you want to do. Hands come to the ground. Shuffle back. Again, you can play with hopping into handstand, or just work with shifting the weight forwards and back. Forwards and back. This time we're going to bring the right foot down. Settle down. Unwind. Just be floppy and soft. We're going to come to a standing position here. Slowly rolling it through the spine, tucking your pelvis. Slowly, slowly, slowly rolling up. Swish of the hair. Again, movement doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to play with the chair, drop it nice and low, taking the feet as wide as the hips. Again, for some people, it could be easy to have the feet together, but I find that you can create a little bit more activeness in the inner thighs. So hands in front of you. You're going to sit your bum back in space. Imagine you're sitting on a rich person's lap. Nice and easy. You want to push the feet outwards and squeeze the inner thighs together. Again, I don't want you to think too much about the pelvis. We just want activeness between the inner thighs. Staying here just for a breath or two. Again, you can kind of see where you kind of feel comfortable swaying forwards and back, finding a middle ground. We're going to make it a little harder. Coming high in the toes, lifting the heels. Squeeze your inner thighs and inner ankles together. We're going to think, bottom jeans, boots with the fur. She's got the whole club looking at her. She hit the floor. Short, you got low. Low, low, low. You have to know that song, guys. From here, squeezing the inner thighs and inner ankles together. We're going to go up an inch at a time. Don't lie about inches. Only some people do that, okay? From here, you're going to go up a teeny inch. Another inch. Another inch. We're really working the knees, really working the quads. Another inch, another inch, another inch, another inch, and drop it like it's hot. You're going to sit on your bum, and we're just going to slow the heart rate, unwind. Have a little moment. We've moved a lot. Maybe bring your hands to heart center, feeling the thud of your heart against your thumbs, feeling the sweat drip down your face. Super pretty, super beautiful. And just notice being here, being in your body, being in your strength, embracing the wiggles and wobbles. Well done, guys, you smashed it. Maybe you're sweating like I am, who knows? Well done.